Today I am going to teach you plus one accountancy lesson. So far we have completed 3 lessons up to level, that is books of finance. Today, good morning students. Today I am going to teach you plus one accountancy lesson 4. So far we have completed 3 lessons up to journal, that is books of prime entry. Today the new lesson, 4th lesson name is ledger accounts. Ledger. What is the meaning of ledger? The meaning of ledger is an individual account of business transactions. Individual accounts of business transactions. Listen carefully. So in journal entry, based on the transactions we are making the journal entry, one is debit and another one is credit. Okay, so each and every transactions, definitely we have minimum 2 accounts. Maybe capital account, purchase account, sales account, purchase return account, sales return account. Many accounts are there. Okay. In a particular month, sales, purchases will be more. That is, for example, minimum 10 entries, 15 entries will come in a month. So we are calculating for 1 year, our accounts will be calculated for 1 year now. So 1 year, for example, 1 month 10 entries means 1 year nearly about 120 entries. So can we calculate that 120 entries individually? Definitely not. So by that time we have to calculate the each and every accounts. Okay, ledger account. That is called what? Ledger. So the ledger account means the individual accounts, summary of individual accounts. Summary of individual accounts. But in journal entry, we will get a separate details only. Cash account, cash account, cash account. That is, for example, for a month minimum 10 cash account will be there. So some cash account will be in debit side and some cash account will be in credit side. So for that we have to make it summary. In debit, how many cash account will be there? Credit account, how many cash account will be there? We have to adjust the balances, then only we will get the correct balance of cash account. So to know the exact balance of a particular account, either it may be expenses or income or asset or liabilities, what we have to do? We have to compute a separate account for all transactions. So, based on the transactions, we are preparing the journal entries. In that only we have to compute the ledger account. Based on the journal entries only, we are calculate the ledger account. Okay. So, the ledger account is nothing but individual account of all assets, all liabilities, all incomes, all expenses. Okay. For example, cash account, bank account, Chandru's capital, Chandru account, Kumar account, sales account, purchase return account, sales return account, machinery account, furniture account. So like that, the individual account, summary of individual account is called ledger. Okay. Yes. The meaning of ledger. Ledger account is a summary statement of all the transactions relating in a person, asset, liability, expenses or income which has taken place during a particular period. It is called a ledger. Okay, I'll teach you how to prepare the ledger. Ledger is nothing but for a particular period, any expenses, any incomes, any liabilities, any assets, summary is called ledger. Okay, for example, in a month, many accounts will be repeating. No? So, for repeated accounts, we have to find out the statement of summary. Okay, the statement of summary of the individual account is called ledger account. We have seen last classes, in previous lessons we have seen many journals. No, for example, particular in one journal, how many accounts are there? Minimum 10 to 12 accounts will be coming. Purchase account, sales account, cash account. And in a particular month, how many cash account will be there? Minimum 6 to 7 cash account will be coming. Some cash account will be debited, some cash account will be debited. Okay, so at the end of the month we have to calculate how much of cash we are having. Means, can you tell me based on the transactions? It is very difficult because some cash account will be in the debit, some cash account will be in the credit in the journal entry. So we have to debit here 500, here credit is 600, here credit is 400. So in oral we cannot do that calculation. So what we have to do? We have to prepare the particular cash account ledger. Okay, cash account. So whatever the cash account debit side will come in the debit side, whatever the cash account credit transaction will come in the credit side. We have to adjust that particular ledger. Then we will come to know what is the actual balance of the particular account. To know the actual balance of the particular account, we must prepare the ledger accounts. Now I will teach you how to prepare the ledger accounts based on the journal entries. Okay. Listen, my dear students. Now I'll teach you format of ledger. Listen. So in the accounting notebook, so we have two sides. This is debit side, this is credit side. Okay, usually journal entries will be done in only one page, but ledger account we have to use double page of the accounting notebook. Okay, double page. So in the double page, this column is, this full page is called debit side. This full page is called credit side. Okay, debit side, credit side. So the format is, you have to put ledger account in the center of the ledger notebook. So in accounting notebook, this is the center place. No, in that place you have to put here ledger account. Below that only you have to write the name of the account. Okay, name of the account. First account is cash account, second account is purchase account. Like that you have to mention one by one. Okay, so I will put the format now. Ledger account. So it is what? Ledger account. It should be a center of the accounting notebook. So below that you have to write cash account or bank account, whatever the first account you have to write. You have to give the name of the account also. Okay, listen carefully. This is debit side. So this is credit side. There are two pages in the accountancy notebook. So the left hand side is called debit side, right hand side corner is called credit side. So this DR and CR put in the top of the corner. Okay. Here debit side corner you put DR, credit side corner you put CR. Okay. Yes. So next what we have to do means we have to put date, particulars, JF, and in a lecture, in a particular page, we have two amount column. One is debit column and another one is credit column. No? But we should not take the first debit column. Okay, just we leave it. We have to take the amount column as the second column only. Don't use the first column. Usually in journal entries we put date, particulars, LF, debit, credit. No, the debit column and the credit column we are using here in ledger account we are using as amount column. But the two amount column will be there. You should not use the first amount column. You just leave it as it is. You have to use the second column only as a amount column. So date, particulars, JF is the small line. Okay, while preparing the journal entries, you put the small line is LF. No, while you preparing the ledger, you have to put the same column as JF, journal folio. Okay, the first column is just leave it off. Second column you have to use as amount in rupees. Like that, in credit side also same date, particulars, LJF. Here also will be two amount column. We have to use one amount column as amount in rupees. So this is the format of ledger account. Please debit side DR, credit side CR. Date, particulars, the small, the thin column is called JF, journal folio. Amount in rupees, there will be a 2 amount column. You should not use the first amount column. You have to take the second column only, amount column. Likewise in the credit side, date, particulars, JF, 2 amount column will be there. You have to use only 1 amount column. Okay, that is called amount in rupees. Here is DR, here CR. This is the format of ledger account. This is the format of ledger account. Now I'll teach you our small sum. Illustration 1, page number 67. Illustration 1, page number 67. Listen carefully. It is very easiest sum. Okay. Pass journal entries for the following transactions and post them into the ledger account. It means based on the journal entry only we are going to prepare the ledger account. So first what we have to do? We have to pass the journal entries. Listen carefully. So I'll read the transactions first. For that you have to, before preparing the ledger accounts, you must prepare the journal entries. Without preparing the journal entries, we cannot prepare the ledger account. So first we have to prepare the journal entries only. Okay. So first, as per the rule, you have to prepare the journal entries. What is the journal entry format? Journal entry can be used in only single page. Ledger account only can be used in the double page. Okay. So in single page, you have to prepare the journal entries. First, I will prepare the journal entries. Illustration 1, page number 67. Journal entries. Date, particulars, LF, debit, credit, rupees. Listen carefully. Date is what? 2017 June 1. Date is 2017 June 1. What is the first journal entry? Basu started business with cash, rupees 50,000. Here Basu's capital is there. Basu started means Basu's capital. Basu is a personal account, so Basu capital will come in the credit side, cash account will be the debit side. So journal entry is what? Cash account data to Basu's capital account. What is the amount? Amount in rupees 50,000. 50,000. Started business with cash. Started business with cash. This is the journal entry. First journal entry. What is the second journal entry? Date 4. Purchased furniture by paying cash. Furniture is asset. Asset is real account. So asset is always coming in the debit side. So asset account debtor, that asset purchased by cash. So furniture account debtor to cash account. So the date is 4. Furniture account debtor. Furniture account debtor to cash account. What is the amount? Amount is rupees 6,000. 6,000. Purchase of furniture. Purchase of Date 7. Purchased machinery on credit from Harish. Purchased machinery. Machinery is a asset. Whenever the asset is coming, definitely it will come in the debit side as per the real account rule. Okay, for machinery account debtor. But you did not, when you purchase the machinery, you did not pay the amount. So it will be a credit entry. So when the amount is not paying, means the name of the person will come. Who is the name of the person here? Harish. So machinery account debtor to Harish account. So the third entry is what? Machinery account debtor to cash account. Hari account. Machinery account debtor to Hari account. Amount is 10,000 rupees. 10,000 rupees. 10,000. Machinery purchase for today. The next entry is what? Bought goods for cash. Bought goods is nothing but purchase account. Bought goods is nothing but purchase account. So purchase account debtor to cash account. Okay, purchase account debtor to cash account. So the next entry is, fourth entry is what? Date, what the date? Date is 10. So purchase account debtor to cash account. What is the amount? Amount is rupees 4,000. Debit 4,000. Credit 4,000. Purchase of goods for cash. What is the next date? Date is 18. Paid insurance premium rupees 100. Whenever the word paid is coming means definitely their cash is available. So they have paid the insurance premium. Insurance premium is nothing but expenses. Insurance premium is nothing but expenses. So insurance premium expenses as per the nominal account rule, all expenses will come in the debit side. So insurance premium will be the debit side, cash account will be the credit side. So date is what? Last date is 18. Insurance premium account debtor to cash account. What is the amount? Amount is rupees 100. 100. So paid insurance premium. Okay. Now what we have to do means, first we have to put the number for the ledger accounts. After finishing the journal entries, we have to put the ledger number. Based on the journal entries only, we are going to prepare the ledger accounts. So how to put the numbers means, what is the first account? First account is cash account. So you put cash account is number 1. What is the next account? Boss's capital account. So boss's capital account number 2. Furniture account number 3. Again, cash account is coming, you should not put the number because already you put the number, cash account is 1. If suppose the same account will be coming repeated, means you don't put the number. Okay, already you put the number, cash account is 1, boss's capital account number is 2, furniture account is number 3, and the cash account is this digit of machinery is new. So 4, Hari 5, purchase 6, here cash is there, don't make, insurance 7. So it means here totally 7 accounts will be there. So we have to prepare 7 ledger statement. 7 account is there, 7 ledger statement we have to prepare. Okay. So based on the number we have allotted, so first we have to prepare the ledger account for cash. Second, boss's capital. Third, furniture account. Fourth, machinery account. Fifth, Hari account. Sixth, purchase account. Seventh one is what? Premium, insurance premium account. Okay. Now I will prepare the ledger account number 1. What is the first ledger? Cash account. Okay. Yes. So journal entries can be prepared in a single side. Ledger account can be prepared in a double side of the ledger account. So we have to put ledger account. Ledger account. Number 1, cash account. So this is DR, this is CR. Okay, what is the format? Date, particulars, JF, amount in rupees. Date, particulars, JF, amount in rupees. Okay, this is debit side, this is credit side. Listen carefully. You have to see the journal entries wherever the cash is, because you are preparing a cash account only. Wherever the cash is there, you have to choose that cash account only. Okay. So in debit side, listen here. So what is the date? First date. Cash account data to Basu's capital account. So here cash, wherever the cash is there, you have to take that cash account only. So cash account available in the debit side. So you have to take the debit side only. Okay, credit side means credit side. Debit side means debit side. So here cash is in debit side. First journal entry, cash is in debit side. So what we have to do? We have to choose debit side only. Credit side means where the cash is available. Debit means debit side, credit means credit side. What is the date? The date is June 2017, June 1. Okay, amount is how much? When you writing the cash, when you preparing the cash account, you have to see where the cash account is there. But you have to write corresponding credit entry. Corresponding credit entry only. If suppose cash is in debit means you have to write there corresponding credit entry only. So here cash account data to Basu's capital is there. So you have to write to Basu's capital account. What is the amount? Amount is 50,000. Come to the next journal entry. In next journal entry, furniture account data to cash. Now the cash is in the credit side. Your hand should come in the credit side. What is the corresponding debit? Debit is, so cash is in debit, you have to write corresponding credit. Okay, cash is in credit, you have to write in the credit side, but corresponding debit entry you have to write. What is the date is 4. So here 2017 June 4 by furniture. By furniture. How much? Amount is rupees 6,000. Next, machinery account data to Harish. Here there is no cash, you should not take. Next, purchase account data to cash. Now the cash is available in the credit side. So, by what is the date? Date is 10. Date is 10 by purchase. How much? Purchase is 4,000. What is the next journal entry? Insurance premium account data to cash account. So here cash is in credit side. So what is the date? 18 by insurance. Okay. First we have to see cash is available in debit side means you have to your hand should come in the debit side, but you have to write the corresponding credit entry only. If cash is in the credit side means the hand should come in the credit side, but you have to write the corresponding debit only. When you write in debit side, you have to use 2. When you write in the credit side, you have to use Y. Okay. Now all the cash account they have entered. This is the summary of cash account. All some cash details will come. Debit side items, credit side items. Now how to balance it? Because ledger is nothing but balancing. How to balance it? So first we have to check which side is bigger. Which side is bigger? Which side is bigger? Debit side or credit side? Definitely debit side here, credit. Sometimes credit side also will be bigger, but we have to check which side is bigger. Here the bigger side is debit side, 50,000. So if debit side is 50,000 means definitely corresponding credit side also should be 50,000. That is the rule. Okay. So balancing is how to balance it. Which side is bigger amount, that amount should come in the both the sides. Okay. So here 50,000, the same 50,000 will come in the credit side also. Okay. Now what we have to do? So here 50,000 is there, we put 50,000. But here something, here amount is how much is available? Less than 50,000. So we have to make it 50,000 equally. So for that, what we have to do? From this 50,000, we have to deduct all the available items. 6,000, 4,000 and 100. So it means 10,100. From the 50,000, you have to deduct the 10,100. Then you get the balancing figure. How much you get? Some 30. Total 50,000. From 50,000 minus 10,000, 39,900. That is called what? Balance, closing balance. See, the rule of the ledger is what? Which side is bigger? The bigger amount should come in the both the sides. Here 50,000 is there, 50,000. So here also 50,000 will come. Means what we have to do? From the 50,000 we have to deduct whatever the items available here. So 50,000 minus 10,100 will get 39,900. Now here also 50,000 has come. You add it 6,000, 4,000, 100 plus 39,900 is equal to 10,000. So 50,000 rupees. So this amount is called what? Closing balance. Closing balance always shown as by balance brought down. By balance brought down. By balance brought down is short called B bar D. Closing balance always called balance brought down. Sometimes the closing balance will come in the debit side also. So by that time you have to put two balance brought down. Here the closing balance comes in the credit side. That is what I put by balance brought down. Okay. Now this is the month of June. This is the closing balance. So what is the month end of the June? 30th. So you have to put here 30th day. Because the closing month no. So month opening June 1. Month closing is what? June 30th. So this is the closing balance of cash. So in the particular month, the particular period Basu closing balance of cash is what? 39,900. So it means in his hand he is having before when he started the business he was having 50,000. Now all the expenses is over. Now he is getting only 39,900. This is the closing balance. So usual procedure is the closing balance will be the opening balance of the next month. What is the June's next month? July. So the July you have to put here below this total. You have to put here July 1. This closing balance will come here as opening balance. To balance carried down. Sorry, this is C bar D. So the closing balance is always called balance carried down. Closing balance always called balance carried down. The opening balance is called balance brought down. Closing balance is called balance carried down. C bar D. Balance carried down is closing balance. So this closing balance will be the opening balance of next month. So when you put in opening balance, balance brought down. Closing balance, balance carried down. Balance C bar D, balance B bar D. Okay, so the closing balance is how much? 39,900. Okay, so by this way only we have to finalize each and every ledger account. So see, the closing balance is always called balance C bar D. Opening balance, definitely you have to show each and every account. Suppose closing balance will come in the debit side, means opening balance will come in the credit side. If the closing balance coming in the credit side, then definitely the opening balance will come in the debit side in the next month date. Okay, in this procedure only we have to calculate the ledger accounts. In next class I will teach you some more ledger accounts based on the same sum. Okay, thank you.